Hi, if you are a business owner who has a WordPress website or somebody who manages a lot of WordPress websites, then Talk to WP over here is going to save you a lot of energy and a lot of trouble. So basically, in a nutshell, what it does is it looks at your WordPress health data and the WordPress website speed data, and it looks at your performance, and then it tells you what exactly are the issues on your website and what you need to do to fix them. Okay. And basically what we found out is that when we build WordPress websites, it's fairly simple to build. We all know the drill. You have to download WordPress, you install it, you install the theme and plugin, and boom, you're gone, you're set. But the problem is when there are errors that come up, a lot of times we don't know where the errors are coming from. We don't know whether it's a plugin or whether it's a theme, or if there's a plugin conflict, or if there's something else happening. So troubleshooting becomes the biggest bottleneck in WordPress management. We just don't know where the errors are coming from. What we end up doing is we switch off some plugins, we switch on some plugins, and then we try to, switch over a theme, and it gets really messy. Sometimes sites break down, and if it's in production, then it's an even a bigger mess. So it's a lot of hassle. So what this platform does, what Talk to WP does, is it replaces that whole search process. Okay. And if I have to tell you, so it there's a small plugin that you install. Okay. There's a small plugin that you install on the WordPress website. It's a non-invasive plugin. It's not looking at anything else apart from this site health data, which is under your tools, and it is looking at your website speed data from your Google speed website speed test. So when it looks at this data, and when it looks at the plugins, and when it looks at the health data, speed data, it identifies what all errors are there that you need to fix. Okay. And it tells you what exactly is the issue. Even better still, it basically tells you what exactly it is that you need to do. If you see this blue button over here, it says see how to fix. So when you click on this, what it does is it has identified the problem, it has told you the problem. Now it's going to explain to you what exactly is the outcome, is the consequence of not fixing this. And then your website has a security issue, which is a file called readme.html. It tells you what exactly is the problem. Okay. And then the best part is that it tells you exactly step by step how to fix it. It tells you where to go, it tells you what to click on, it tells you what exactly to do next. It's basically a step by step guide for every WordPress problem. Okay. It makes it that simple. There is no complication, there is no assumption, there is no guesswork, no deleting, adding themes, plugins, and all that. No nonsense. It just tells you what exactly that you need to do. In fact, the language is very simple. If you look at it, the language over here of all the steps that are there, I'm going to give you a second to read it. If you notice, it's all very simple, plain English. Okay. Even after that, even after this, even after the simple, easy explanation, if there is a problem, if there's a confusion, there is this button. You talk to an agent which basically understands it. You not an agent, sorry. You talk to the AI, which basically understands what the error is. It looks at your website data, and when you tell it that okay, this is where my confusion is. So for example, it says the error here is the readme file is publicly accessible. Okay, so I ask it, do I need to delete it? What happens if I don't? Yeah, so it says, yeah, you should definitely delete the README file. If you don't, it could expose your WordPress version and make it easier for hackers to target your site. Just a quick step to keep things secure. You got this. So it's very simple language. I mean, it is so simple. I'm fairly sure even a 12-year-old, I'm pretty sure even a 12-year-old will be able to manage a WordPress website after this. It is that simple. And the best part is that it costs essentially less than a cup of coffee per month. So for the cost of a coffee, you basically can go ahead and manage large WordPress websites and identify the errors. And you can basically manage multiple WordPress website at one point. So all you need to do is come over here, Go over here and you can add as many sites as you want to. And that's it. You basically know what exactly is going on which site and how. We also have a free tier, so you can check that out too. Have fun, explore it, and I'm sure this is going to help WordPress management, WordPress maintenance, and it's going to make it really, really, really easy. All right, thank you guys.